Officials at the Los Indios Free Trade Bridge are in talks to put up clearer signage on the U.S.-Mexico boundary line. This comes after a story we brought you yesterday.
Vehicles with Tamaulipas State Police markings were seen crossing into the U.S., violating the law. Channel 5's Carolina Cruz is following this story for us tonight.
It's still unclear why the vehicles seen with Tamaulipas State Police markings were in the U.S. What we do know is that the act of Tamaulipas State Police entering the U.S. is illegal. We're told there's no form of treaty or agreement between the countries to do so. Vehicles small and large come and go around here. 2 units bearing the markings of the Tamaulipas State Police made their way into the U.S. on the Free Trade International Bridge on Saturday. Images captured by a business shows a convoy drive in front of the property before heading back south. The reason for the border crossing?
I don't know. I don't know what their intention was.
We give them the benefit of the doubt. We understand that it was not a malicious crossing, but nonetheless, it shouldn't happen.
Cameron County Bridge Director Josue Garcia Jr. wasn't alerted to this weekend's incident. He says situations like these are discussed with Mexican officials.
It's very unfortunate, and they understand that. But nonetheless, we do bring it up to them to make sure they understand that, you know, there should be a demarcation.
Take a look at this map. This is where the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Los Indios kiosk is located. Down the road is the business that captured that footage. Crossing the river takes you into Mexican territory. You would still need to travel a mile south to reach a Mexican checkpoint. Garcia Jr. says his office is talking about installing signs to avoid an incident like this from reoccurring.
To do a better demarcation on our side, you know, put a U.S. flag right in the middle of the bridge where people can really know that they're in Mexico, because you have people from other parts, including police, that are not from this area.
We reached out to Mexican officials. They tell us they are looking into the surveillance footage to clear up that situation. And this just into our studio, Mexican officials confirmed the vehicles seen in the surveillance footage are Tamaulipas State Police. We're working on those details for our later newscast tonight. Live in the studio, Carolina Cruz, Channel 5 News at 6.
Like Carolina mentioned, this happened near the Los Indios International Bridge. We wanted to know if the police department would be ready to respond to a situation like this one over the weekend. Police Chief Jose de la Rosa says yes. De la Rosa told us the International Bridge is not their jurisdiction. He says had the trucks passed the customs side, Los Indios Police would have been ready.
We'll work something with the Sheriff's Office, Customs and Border Patrol to try to stop them from coming in more into the United States. Of course, we'll probably detain them and to see what's going on until we'll figure out if they're real law enforcement or not.
The police department is relatively new. It was created about 2 years ago. They tell us they also rely on federal and state law enforcement when responding to situations along the border.